All right, you're welcome back to Heroic Online Institute. All right, this is an opportunity for you to learn a new thing. In this tutorial, we are going to show you how to upload a database to a live server. Okay, after working on your database, after developing your website, okay, then you want to upload your website to the server. Maybe you've uploaded your website to the server, but you know that your website has a database. If you are working on both the front end and the back end, you are most likely going to have the database part of your website where people can register. Details of people register. For example, people can log into your website, type in their details, and submit. Okay, it will be recorded in the database. Okay, you can use database to do a lot of it, to store important information. Now, if your website has a database and you upload your website to the server without uploading the database, some important information contained in the database will be missing in your website, and you might notice some errors. Okay, as in a kind of error signal, and we are here and there. Okay, exception and here and stuff like that. Okay, in your website, so your website might not look like the website you developed locally. So that is by the way. So how can you upload your local server, your local database to the live database? The first thing you have to do is to make sure first that you have a domain for your website, and you have a hosting plan for your website, and you have uploaded your website to the database. All the files in your website that you have uploaded, not to the database please, but to the live server. Okay, that's, you've hosted it, you've uploaded it. Now what is remaining is to upload the database, because this course is not for uploading a website to a live server. I made a different course for that. This one is how to upload a database to the live server. You understand? Okay, now let's do it. So to do that, I'm going to use my hosting plan to do that. Okay, when you log into your hosting plan, it will look more or less like this. It depends on the host you have. Okay, but it will look more or less, it mustn't look exactly like this, but it will contain the certain information, all this information. Okay, then you move down here, you're going to see phpMyAdmin. On top you see databases. Then you have to click on this phpMyAdmin controls, manages all the databases. Okay, just come here. Before this one, you have to first of all come here, create a database using MySQL database wizard. Okay, use it to create database. I'll just create a database that I'm not going, just a test database, to show you how to do that. I believe you know how to log into once you know how to host, you know how to log into your live server. So I'm not going to show you how. I'm not going there to show you how to log in. But once you log in, you are going to get yourself to the environment where I started. Then when you click on MySQL database wizard, you get to this point. Then you type in the name of the database, I usually use the same name as the one I gave it to in the local server. For example, the database I'm going to use, I created a new database in my local database. Let me show you that. This is my local database. I just created a new database for this tutorial called test_db. If you open it, you're going to see some tables. You see comment, post categories, users. These are some tables in this database. Okay, so you see the name of the database is test_db. So that is the same name I'm going to give to the one online. Okay, the one I'm creating using create database, MySQL database wizard. Okay, give it the same name, then click on next step. Okay, you can still give it a different name if you want to. If you give it a different name, it still doesn't matter. What's important is at the end of the day, while you are connecting your database, you are going to use the name you give to it. Okay, I just make it simple for myself, give it the same name. Okay, so you now come here, put your username. Okay, you put your username, then you put your password. Okay, put your password. Maybe let me put test 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, still the password is not still strong. Okay, let me make it test at this password is not the one I'm using. I just want to use it at test 1 2. Oh, the password is still very weak. Oh, okay, let's say at. I'm just looking for a best password for this now. At. Okay, test. You know, you're going to look for a strong password at 1 2 underscore 1 underscore 3 4. Why is it that so weak? Okay, let me just think of the best password I'm going to give it. Just let me pause. Okay, I just gave it this password. I just used this password and it worked. Okay, so just type in the password here. It mustn't be this one I type. Just type in your own password. Just look for a strong password. Okay, then you type in the password, then you repeat the password here. Then after that, you click on create user. Okay, then this user is already existing. That's my name. Just create a user, your own name. Okay, so you see the name of the user and the database. Okay, just click on all privileges, assign all privileges to your name, so that you'll be able to alter and create or do everything to your database. You understand? So give it all privileges. Okay, then you click on next step. Okay, then you wait for the database to be created. So this is just a simple step. Okay, simple steps to create database. So the important thing is that you have to first of all create database in the server first before let me copy this. You have to first of all create database in the server before uploading the local database. You understand me? You must create database first before uploading the local database. So you see the user is Uchejo, the password is this, database is this. You understand? Now this 3 information is what you need: password, the user. Let me put this one here because the user should be the first, just not to confuse you. Okay, so the first is the user Uchejo, second is the password, and the third is the third option is the name of the database. You must have this, and you have to hold it, keep it somewhere after creating a password. Now that we've created the database, sorry, not password, but database. After creating the database, now the next thing we're now going to use is that we are now going to go to the database. Okay, then you now click on return to my SQL databases. It will lead you to database. Why it is now opening the online, you know, where this is online, not local. Why it is opening the online database, I'm going to go to our local database and export the database I want to upload in this new database I created online. You understand? So I will go to this place. This is the local database. See, local host. You understand? And this is the database I want to export. This one. In case if you're not seeing it, let's see if it's like this. Then you click on databases. Look for it. This is it. Test_DB. Open it. When you open it, you export. Click on export here. Then You click on go. Do you see that? TestDB exported successfully. Then let's go back to the online database. This is the online database. If you watch, you see that I already have many databases. I have my blog deep database here. Okay, then I have Heroic Academy databases here. Okay. These are my tables. Okay, let me look for the new database we created. I believe it is created successfully. Let me refresh. The database supposed to show. Okay, look at it here. Good. So we now have TestDB here. That is the one we created using the wizard. Then the next thing we're now going to see that the database is still empty. No table found in database. You have to import that. You import the TestDB you created. You import it. Just browse. Click on browse. Then you click on TestDB here. Click open. Okay. Then you click on go. As simple as that. It will import the database to the live server. So if your database is heavy, like if it has a lot in it, if there is so much information in the database, in your database, which is most unlikely, because it's still on at the local server. Then, but if it has a lot in it, then it will take much longer time to import it. But if you just a normal database you create for your work, for your website, it will not take so much time, as long as you have stable internet connection. Okay, while the database is uploading, I won't wait for it to finish uploading because it seems to be taking some time. I will instead go straight away to configure my connection to database, because for this database to work with your live server, with your website online, you have to configure you remember your config file. Let me show you in case if you've forgotten it. If you go to students business website, you're going to see config here. This is your config. Oh, sorry, I actually copied it. This is how it's supposed to be. This is the config file, but this is the one I'm going to use for this. Okay, because this one is the one is already in my server online. So I'm going to use config_test for this. So you have to you know that while uploading your website, you must have uploaded this to your live server. Okay, you must have uploaded this to your live server. So but I will upload this to my live server right now and configure it so that it will connect successfully to the database, to this new database I created. Okay, to do that, it's quite simple. It's quite simple. Let's go to this is just taking so much time. I don't know why. Maybe quite poor network or something. But let me just avoid it. At least you've seen the procedure. That's just the procedure to do that. Okay, now let's go straight away to the home page here. Okay, from here now, you go to file. Now you go to where you save you go to public HTML, and you go to I'm going to go to Academy. For example, let me use my Academy for example. I will still delete what I'm uploading there. Okay, now look for config. Okay, the config is in the dashboard. This is it, config. Okay, you see the config that I have already online. Then I will upload. Okay, I will look for where I have this file. You see, I clicked on upload, just like the way you upload other files in your database. Then you can click overwrite existing file in case if the file is already existing. Okay, well, let me just drag and drop. I just click on this, drag and drop here. You wait, it has now uploaded. Okay, then having uploaded, the next thing you are now going to do is you are going, let me refresh. You see it here, this is config_test. Okay, then you have to now configure it. You right click on it, click on edit, click on edit, then it should show like this. So this is where this thing will now work. Come here, server name localhost, leave it as localhost. Username root, you are going to change the username now to Ucheju. You're going to change it to your own, to the name you use for it. You understand me? Whatever name you use, just change it to that name. Okay, then this one is the password. You copy the password, you put here. Okay, then the database, the name of the database, you change it to testdb. As simple as this. Paste. Simple, then you save. This is just how to configure it. With this now, it will successfully connect to the database you created successfully. Okay, to connect successfully, and you are done. This is just a simple step to do this. I don't know why this is still taking time, but I think you've seen how to import the table to a database. I believe you've seen it. Let me see if I will be patient with this. I'll try it again. Let me just one more. Okay, it has imported. It has imported it, though it's supposed to write successful. Okay, but but at least it has a table now. It has a table. Maybe it's still on the importing process, and I stopped it, but that's okay. These are tables in it. You understand? So that's simply how to do it. So if you do this, if you follow these steps, and you open your website again, once everything is well done, okay, you follow all these steps, your website will comfortably connect. This one is just a test. I'm not connecting my website to this particular database. It's just a test, just to use it to show you how to do it. Okay, thank you so much.